Wylie, Texas is the city that we're doing a deep dive on today. We'll be exploring Wylie's history, what it's like to live in Wylie, and we're also going to take this opportunity to look at the affordability, the lifestyle, and Wylie real estate, which this in-depth approach is going to allow us to compare Wylie to other cities in the DFW Metroplex. So if you've been thinking about moving to Wylie or simply want to learn more about the city, this is the video for you because we're covering everything you need to know about Wylie, Texas. Wylie is located 27 miles northeast of Dallas and has North State Highway 78 as a primary artery to the rest of the DFW Metroplex. And if you want to go to Fort Worth to check out the stockyards, give yourself 55 minutes. Now, if you want to check out Clyde Warren Park in Dallas, you're looking at 35 minutes. And if you need to catch a flight at the DFW International Airport, give yourself at least 35 minutes. And I share these heavily frequented locations because at one point or another, if you're going to live in Wylie, you're going to go to Fort Worth, you're going to go to Dallas, and you're going to catch a flight. But to give you a better perspective on what the commute looks like for Wylie residents, know that the median commute time is 33.9 minutes, which is substantially higher than the average commute time for the rest of the DFW Metroplex, which is 28 minutes. And the leading contributor to that amount of commute time is all of the traffic lights between Wylie and the rest of the DFW Metroplex. In other words, it takes a good amount of time to get to major highways or tollways so you can go a little bit faster. So now that we know where in the world Wylie, Texas even is, I want to welcome you to the DFW Homeowner YouTube channel, the go-to real estate channel for the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. My name is Jaime Resendez, your local realtor and team leader able to help you make money in real estate whether you're buying or selling. And we're on a mission to reach every DFW resident. So if you can hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell, that's going to really help us out. All right, so let's get back to Wylie because this is what you came for. Wylie, Texas is located in Collin County and was incorporated in 1887. The city experienced rapid growth thanks to the incredible positioning that it had along the railroad. That paired with its agricultural economy really helped establish Wylie as a go-to city. But fast forwarding through the 1900s, Wylie continued to adapt and diversify into multiple different industries. And today, Wylie is a thriving city with over 59,000 people and continues to be one of the fastest growing cities in the DFW Metroplex. While at the same time, the city is known for its small town charm and its dedication to preserving its history. Wylie truly is one of those unique cities that I personally enjoy going to regularly because that's where a lot of my clients find some unique opportunities when it comes to real estate. Well, we'll talk about that later because now I want to add some additional context and introduce an external resource in niche.com, which interprets millions of public data sets on cities all across the country. And as you can see, Wylie has received an A grade from Niche, having aggregated the 12 categories you see on the screen. Now that's what the algorithm has to say, but what rating would current and former residents of Wylie give the city? Well, according to the average of the 200 reviews so far, they give Wylie 4 stars out of 5. So you might have noticed that Wylie receives a high rating both from an external perspective, but also from an insider's point of view. But there's plenty more in this Wylie report, so I'll link it down below for your review. Because now we need to talk about the recreation scene in Wylie. 72% of Wylie residents live within a 10-minute walk of a park, which is substantially higher than the national average of 55%. So it's no surprise that the city of Wylie's Parks and Recreation Department has over 2.5 million visitors every single year. Given that the community counts on 19 playgrounds, 24 soccer, baseball, and softball fields, and has just about 18 miles of trails to explore. So one of the benefits of being a suburb of the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex, given its rapid rise, is the fact that although you are growing in population significantly fast, one huge benefit is that you get some state-of-the-art facilities. So this means that you get state-of-the-art rec centers, parks, and sports complexes. Well, let's continue and look at a very important criteria for every resident, which is the school system. Because regardless if you have kids or not, the school district that you're in impacts you directly because it affects the property rate that you're paying, it affects your resale values, and it also impacts the amount of rent that you pay because higher acclaimed school districts command a higher demand, thus a higher price. The Wylie Independent School District is one of the fastest growing school systems in the entire Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex, and the district educates over 18,000 students across the city of Wylie, Sachse, Murphy, Lucas, Lavon, and St. Paul. Wylie ISD currently has 20 campuses, including 2 high schools, 1 alternative high school, 3 junior high schools, 3 intermediate schools, and 11 elementary schools. Now, when you look at the students per teacher ratio, you're looking at 16 to 1, which is 1 off from the state average of 15 to 1. And when you look at the percentage of teachers with 3 or more years of experience, that's 90%, which is 6% better than the state average. Now, given that I'm a real estate agent, there's certain things that I'm not able to cover on the school district. So I'll link a full report down below for your review. But something that I am able to talk about a little bit more freely is the Chick-fil-A situation. So we need to ask ourselves the important question, is there a Chick-fil-A in Wylie? And I'm happy to report that yes, there is a Chick-fil-A in Wylie. All right, so I'm only half joking about that Chick-fil-A criteria. That might be way more important for me than it is for you. But something that might be important for both of us is a real estate situation. Because regardless if you're a renter or a homeowner, real estate impacts you directly, regardless of the city that you're in. So let's start off from a macro perspective. The median home value in Wylie is $437,278, which is after an astounding 21.5% rise over the past year. And while we knew that over the past decade, home values were going up, nothing could have prepared us for what happened over these past 12 months. So if you've been patiently waiting on the sidelines, waiting for prices to come down before you purchase, now might be your chance. So now that we know that the median home value in Wylie is $438,000, let's compare that to the surrounding cities. The median home value in Lucas is $1.07 million. In St. Paul, it's $585,000. In Lavon, it's $402,000. In Saxe, it's $461,000. And the median home value in Murphy is $609,000. So as you might have noticed from a median home value perspective, the city of Wylie is actually on the lower end when you compare it to the surrounding cities. But let's take it one step further. How much home can you actually afford in present day for that $438,000 in Wylie? Now, those are some incredible homes, but chances are by the time you're watching this video, those homes have already sold. But not to worry, our preferred homes list in the city of Wylie is linked down below. And now is a great time to share with you exactly how to calculate your monthly mortgage payment here in Wylie. So I'll link a video right here that's going to show you exactly how to do that. And that's mandatory watching, especially if you're coming in from out of state, because the way that we do property taxes is radically different than how most other states operate, given that we have some of the highest property tax rates in the country. But let's be fair, there is no state income tax here in Texas, which is a great lead into our next category, that of the cost of living. Overall, the cost of living in Wylie is 9% higher than the national average. And when you isolate the housing category on its own, you're paying 13% more. From a utilities perspective, you're paying 10% more as well. On groceries, you're paying 10% less. And on transportation, in the city of Wylie, you're paying 10% less than the national average. So at this point, you might be thinking, Jaime, Wylie sounds like the perfect city for me. If that sounds like you, fantastic. I invite you to connect with our top realtors, link down below. But if you're still on the fence, that's okay too. I want to give you 2 comparable cities to consider. I want you to check out Saxe, and I also want you to check out the city of Rowlett. But under no circumstances should you check out the city of